as the center had hoped. Drummond left the game in the third quarter with a bruised toe and would not return in the Lakers' 112-97 loss. The x-rays were negative, and now he's listed as day-to-day after he said his toe was stepped on by Bucks center Brook Lopez. Drummond finished with 4 points, a rebound, and a block in 14 minutes of play. So, Shannon, are you encouraged or discouraged by his night?
I'm encouraged. But, Skip, let me tell you what happened. And I think we've all had this happen before, Skip. We go to the store, we want a pair of shoes. And they don't have our size, but they say, well, the biggest size we got, now I'm a 13. They say, the biggest size we got, sir, is a 12. But I really want that shoe. I got to squeeze up in it, Skip. And then if somebody step on my feet, my dog's going to be barking. And that's what Andre Drummond, he wanted to come out there in them Jordan lows. No, good well, he was 17, but the biggest size they had was a 16.
The Lakers don't even have a size 17.
Nah, they got nobody. They got feet that
got
big.
everything.
They got their feet that big. And he run up and down the court. Brook Lopez stepped on it, and his toenail came off, Skip. You know that's painful, man. I don't know if you ever had a toenail. But being playing in the NFL, Skip, and the temperatures is wet, it's cold, it's rainy, it's hot. People stepping on you with those spikes and your toenails. Ooh. But, Skip, I saw more of a presence last night in 5 minutes of Andre Drummond than I've seen in 3 months of Marc Gasol.
Well, that's not saying much.
That's my point.
Yep.
But here's the thing. It does not matter how he looked last night. How is he going to look with GOAT and Baby GOAT? I think he'll be just fine. He'll just fine. He's challenging shots at the rim. That's what we need. Mark is not going to be able to challenge anything. He's athletic. He can get back and play the pick and roll, Skip. He's going to get some lobs. I like what I saw. I'm very encouraged. No, it did not go the way we had hoped. But I'm trying to think, Skip. I mean, what were we expecting? The guy hadn't played in 6 months. You expected him to give you a 30-20 game in his first game back? No.
Not 6 months.
No, I said 6 weeks. Excuse
6
me.
weeks.
I meant 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Last game was February 12th.
12th.
Yeah. So he hadn't played in 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So what were we expecting from him? But I was very encouraged by what I saw. I saw a guy that was active. I saw a guy that was engaged. And like I said, he just got there, Sunday? Probably his first practice was Monday. They played Wednesday. So as he gets more familiar with the offense, the defense, and what's going on, I think he's going to be a huge addition for the Lakers. So I am very encouraged by what the little bit that I did see last night.
Okay, allow me to say, welcome Kareem Abdul-Drummond, Laker savior. And allow me to say how sorry I feel for this still young man, because he's been thrust into a spotlight he does not deserve at this point in his career, because he's done nothing to deserve Laker savior status. And I still say the audacity of Jeannie Buss, and I like Jeannie, but she went completely over the line to post social media pictures comparing her greeting Andre Drummond to her father, the great late Dr. Jerry.
We welcome everybody with open arms. Let them know they're part of the Laker Nation, Laker family.
Yeah, and he was welcoming one Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who had been with the Milwaukee Bucks, but had played at UCLA and won national championships and dominated college basketball, probably the way it's never been dominated before at UCLA, right?
Right.
And then he'd only won 3 MVPs with the Bucks and won a Finals MVP, and here he comes to L.A. just like Andre Drummond came in, and Jeannie greeted him. Yeah. And Andre Drummond has won nothing.
But Kareem was arriving, and there was no LeBron or AD in place. He was arriving, and the couple was bare. They ended up having to get Jamal Wilkes. They ended up having to get draft Norm Nixon.
Well, who they had to get was Magic Johnson.
Well, that definitely helped.
Okay, that definitely helped. But the point was, he was under extreme pressure, and then right on cue, what happens? He freakishly gets hurt. And this is just me. In fact, I covered Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's Los Angeles Lakers for the LA Times starting in 1976, I believe it was. So I get it. I know what that is, and I know this league pretty well. I don't ever remember a player getting stepped on during a game and losing his toenail because of that immediate impact injury. Now, if he already had what's called a black toenail, where, like, I've gotten them all the time from running, if your shoe gets too sweaty or tight, and you run too much downhill, and you go boom, boom, boom.
That toe keeps hitting.
And the blood goes underneath the nail, and then it just dies, and it just finally falls off. Maybe it was already...
Because we used to have to take them off.
Okay.
The doctor would come take
you could do that.
Yes.
But that's not as painful. The whole prospect of it got ripped off.
It hurts.
Well,
I've had it happen.
But have you had it happen in a game?
No,
toenail off?
but Skip, but like you said, it was accumulation.
It had to be accumulation.
And kept getting stepped on.
It was just like a bad break. It was exactly the wrong spot at the wrong time.
Skip, you know, you ever had a situation where you bite your tongue once and it seems like every day for the next 2 weeks you bite your tongue in that exact same spot, where I kept getting my toe stepped on every single game, every practice, and then eventually I'm in a game, and then after the game I look at it, I'm taking the tape off, and the toenail comes off with the tape.
Actually, I've never been accused of biting my tongue about anything, right?
But you know, it's a figure of speech.
Yes, it's a figure of speech. I got it. Okay, back to Andre Drummond. So I don't know how to qualify or disqualify his performance. I did like it that he's lost weight, and I don't know how you take off 6 weeks. Usually you gain weight.
Right.
But he said he lost 10 to 15 pounds. That's a lot of weight.
So he was damn near, so in other words, he was damn near 300.
Well, he looked svelte last night. He looked like he could actually run up and down the floor.
He ran up and down the court a lot faster and harder than I thought he would.
I would agree. So he ended up playing 14 minutes and 20 seconds. He scored 4 points, and yet he gained only 1 rebound. He had 1 rebound to his name in 14 minutes. That's perplexing to me. And he had 3 turnovers in 14 minutes, that doesn't add up for me. But I got to give him a pass. I got to give him a break because he said Brook Lopez stepped on his toe early. So then what am I supposed to do with what happened? I think it was 8:55 left in the third quarter. Do you remember this play? Game was starting to get out of hand, and he goes up for a dunk, and Brook Lopez says, no, not in your house. This is supposed to be your house, and Brook blocked his dunk. Is that because his toe was hurting? I don't know. I was a little troubled by that. I don't know about you. Were you concerned?
No.
Okay, he's not a high riser.
No. Skip, the man 300 pounds.
Well, he used to be. I thought maybe at his new svelte weight, he could at least get up over Brook Lopez, who's not exactly a leaper in and of himself. He's long, but he's not a leaper.
He's over 7 foot tall, Skip.
Okay, well, he just had
he blocked that dunk. We'll get him back.
Okay, so Andre had to eat it in his own new house. He ate it. I could watch that all day. I might want to watch it about 15 more times.
Who they called? I'm trying to figure out what the foul happened.
There's no foul.
They did call a foul.
It's a clean block.
No, they called a foul. You see, they got referee said no. It's a charge. They called Drummond and say push off or something.
No, they called him for offensive foul,
what I'm saying.
I'm not going to go there.
No, exactly. Thank you. See?
No, okay, but he just got
that's a foul.
He ate some Spalding. He ate it. Come on, Shannon, you got to give me more than that. If you're the Lakers' savior, I know you got a toe injury, but come on.
I think Wilson is the official basketball.
Wilson, whatever it is. It used to be Spalding.
It used to be.
Okay.
Yeah, Wilson
you ate some Jerry West, right? You ate Jerry West in your own house.
Your day coming.
Okay, so here's the big picture takeaway from last night. Sometimes years are meant to be. Last year's Laker run was just absolutely meant to be. They got every break possible. The Clippers did not want to be in that bubble. The Clippers folded against Denver Nuggets because they didn't have a point guard. They had nobody to set their table when they needed to down the stretch of those 4, 5, and 6, 5, 6, 7 games. And yet, the Lakers get to the finals, and they get every break because they draw the 5th seed in the finals, and the 5th seed has already lost Goran Dragic and lost Bam in game 1. Well, those are just breaks.
Yeah, we didn't draw them. They beat the other seeds, the top seeds on the other side.
No, but you sort of luck into them, because when do 5th seeds get to the finals? It just doesn't happen very often.
Especially, when you play the best of 7. We get 5th seeds in the final 4 because it's one game. But not the best 4 out of 7, and normally 4 out of 7 win.
All right, so here we go. In this year, and it seems like the injury gods are saying, okay, I gave you breaks last year, not this year. It just feels like it's not meant to be.
It seems like the injury gods really want a Jokic to win that MVP.
Okay,
because now James Harden's hamstring gets after the ball.
They just said it was strained or...
Skip, you can't keep playing James Harden 40 minutes, 42 minutes.
That's true. I'll buy that because he's leading the league in minutes played.
38.1 minutes.
Yeah.
At 32. Let Julius Randle, those guys that's 24, 25, 26 years of age, they can play those kind of minutes.
High minutes.
Yeah, you start getting those guys in their 30s and playing, and considering James Harden has played major minutes over the last 8 years.
Yep.
You got to start backing him down and think big picture.
Okay, so everything this year seems by default because all the superstars seem to be hurt. And we're just waiting for them all to come back.
KD, LeBron, Steph, Joel Embiid, not James Harden.
Yeah, how about the Clippers? They had to play game 2 nights ago, and they lost at home to Orlando, and they were without 5 of their top 6 players. Well, that's ridiculous at this point in the season. So who can throw themselves back together? Who gets healthy fast enough to figure out the rest of the year? Because you're going to have to figure out Andre Drummond on the fly.
Yeah, the Lakers got their work cut out for them because if I'm not mistaken, Skip, their next 7 games are on the road.
Yep.
And they got the Heat, they got the Nets, they got a tough stretch. They got the Clippers on Sunday.
They got the Clippers on Sunday.